Campus Tour crew, welcome back everybody here on our journey to get a win with every single team in College Football 27 Road to the College Football Playoff game mode today, featuring the new look Virginia Tech Hokies, actually requested by two people, Warrior of Rome and The Last Blade. Thank you guys for those suggestions. If there's a team you want to see on the Campus Tour sooner rather than later, make sure to leave them down in a comment below. There'll be a pinned comment showing every team that's been requested, essentially what our current schedule is. To the right, all the available teams that still need to be requested. Now, a couple quick self plugs before we get into the Hokies. Number one, for our online Dynasty channel, OMT Dynasty, we run that on that channel. I just linked right up there for you. 32 users, all group of 6 teams. Been a heck of a season 1 already. We have all of our user games with Western Kentucky. Then we also feature some games of the week with the best other user games that happen throughout the week, and just keep everybody up to date on what's going on. It's a good time. Go check that out if you're interested. Plug number 2 for the memberships here on the channel. Join the Campus Tour crew. Starts at just $5 a month. Is by far the best way to help support the channel. Greatly appreciate all the members that we got here. So, Virginia Tech. Of course, James Franklin coming in to be the new coach. Got a lot of new players. Honestly, I expected this playbook to look a lot different, but let's take a look at the depth chart first. One of the new faces is going to be at quarterback. Ethan Grunkemeyer follows James Franklin over from Penn State. Now, I don't know how good Virginia Tech is going to be this year, but I think this was a perfect spot for James Franklin. I don't think it'll be long before he's got this Virginia Tech team back to winning 9-10 games a season. I think it was a great fit. I think it's going to be lead to some good things here for Virginia Tech. There's one of those teams, in my opinion, where college football is just kind of better when they're good. When you hear that Enter Sandman, see those entrances, it just gets my blood's pumping just thinking about it. So I'm hoping Virginia Tech can get back on track here. But Grunkemeyer will be our quarterback 1. At halfback, I'm going to be starting Jeffrey Overton Jr. Spin cycle, jukebox, and 91 speed over Mr. Hawkins. He's still 88 speed. He's got a little bit more size on him, being 5'10 and 223, but no abilities. We'll take the +3 speed of Overton Jr. At wide receiver, 91 speed, Quayshawn Brown, spin cycle and jukebox, 90 speed on Mr. Green, 91 speed on Denmark, 92 speed on Heath. So overall, a solid enough wide receiver room with some good speed. You still have another 92 you could throw down here too. That's 6'2". For a tier 2 team, you would like to see a little bit more top end speed, like just one guy with a 93, 94, maybe even 95, not to get too greedy speed at the wide receiver room, but top to bottom, very, very solid. Also very solid, of course, it's a James Franklin team. They are going to be loaded at tight end. Luke Reynolds, silver 50-50, 6'4", 87 speed. And even behind him, if you do want to run some 2 tight end sets, which I actually don't think Virginia Tech has a ton of, you do have Benji Gosnell, 6'5", sure hands, 81 speed. And even down here, Mr. Hairston, only 6'2", but another 82 speed. If you wanted to run some 3 tight end sets, use a different playbook maybe with Virginia Tech to take advantage of all the tight ends that they've got. Offensive line, really not a whole heck of a lot, just a workhorse on our right guard. But this Virginia Tech defense, my goodness, am I impressed with these boys. Brown Murray, blanket coverage, only 5'9", but 90 speed, good overall, good ability. Our other corner going to be Cam Chadwick, 5'11", another blanket coverage with house call. So both of our outside corners are going to be having blanket coverage. We did move Jacquez White down, but that's actually so we can put him up at free safety. I didn't love the free safety positions that Virginia Tech, or choices that Virginia Tech had, so we're going to put Jacquez White. He's got knockout and robbery. He's got to be on the field somewhere. Is either here or slot corner. We'll put him up at free safety. Strong safety, 6'2", Quentin Reddish with 87 speed. Along the defensive line, our rush edges are going to be a quick jump, Malachi Williams on one side, a quick jump, Curtis Jones Jr. on the other. Our D tackles, not really any abilities on these guys, but just overall wise, very solid, big, strong boys. Defensive line, not too shabby. Now, what I really like about this team is how we can set up our linebackers, our sub linebackers. We're gonna have Caleb Spencer, a Mike linebacker with 88 speed, 6'1", 229 with hammer. We're gonna have Gabe Williams, 6'4", 235, 86 speed, and Silver Robber are gonna be our 2 sub linebackers. linebackers. Then if we ever go to a 3 sub linebacker set, we also have George Balance. Now he is 89 speed, so you'd think maybe we'd put him in there, but he's 5'11", 233 versus 6'4", 235, so I'll take the loss of 2 speed to put Gabe Williams in as our sub linebacker. Slot corner is going to be Thomas Williams with his 91 speed, so that is how we are setting up the Virginia Tech Hokies. When it comes to their playbook, I should look it up. I haven't, but just going off gut feeling, I feel like this is honestly pretty similar to what they had last year. We don't have any of those crazy Penn State formations, none of the crazy Wildcats or gun gates or things like that. We're mainly going to be basing our offense out of the different spread formations like we have with Virginia Tech in College Football 25 and College Football 26, with spread Y slot weak, and spread Y flex. Now for me, I think spread Y slot's the best. Between those three, just the better stock pass plays. You get more run options out of here too. Like that wheel halfback flat's a nice stock pass play. You have the inside zone run, different motions, just a lot of things going on. You have a motion wide receiver power read, motion wide receiver off tackle, a lot of things you can kind of use to build onto each other if you want to. This flat screen, maybe I'm just not seeing it right, but I feel like this is the worst play in the entire game. I've tried it in practice mode so much, and it hasn't worked for me once. We go with the flat screen. He just gets caught on those guys. And even that was an all-out blitz, so we had 2 blockers for 2 guys, but he ends up getting stuck out there. He gets stuck out there again, and they have time to recover. I hate this play. I think this play is the worst. Unless maybe you actually just want to throw it over to B, because that actually worked out okay going over to that side. But going as a halfback screen, that play is terrible. At least in my opinion. I do not see the merit in that type of play. But we are still getting a lot of those quick throw air raid concepts. Plays like that cross slot wheel. You're going to have that quick drag coming from your outside receiver, the crosser, which is going to be seen in a lot of different plays here. And a nice little switch route going over on the left there with the wheel route in that deep post. A lot of different meshes, different motions, a lot of different things going on here. Y stick, an air raid classic. Between really all 3 of the spread formations, you have some design quarterback runs. Don't know if I love them with the quarterback we got here with Virginia Tech though. Again, more motions, more just kind of fun things going on throughout the spread playbooks. We're going to see the same thing in spread Y flex, motion tight end mid-screen, sure, why the heck not? Motion halfback swing. If you get them, you hit them with that, then they see that motion and fly out to the right, go, go, go. Then you hit him with that tight end mid-screen. Pretty diabolical. I like the looks of it. More just air raid classic things. Y sail, Y stick, Y cross. All just quick hitting, get it out, get it to your playmakers in space, let them go make some plays. Z spot, shallow cross, quick slants, all that same kind of stuff. More motion, more mesh. I think you get the picture. Now, where I think there's a ton of interesting potential in this playbook that I might want to mess around with a little bit more is in this trips Y slot week, because you have these 3 plays. Well, really just reload dagger and reload slot out, where your halfback's actually starting out wide, and you can hot route him as he's out wide. So if you call like reload dagger, this one I actually really like the looks of, you can just throw him up like on a streak or something. And depending on how the defense is set, that might be a linebacker out there with them. You could get a really, really good matchup out there with a streak on your guy Overton. Then you can just take a quick one coming right underneath there to the X. Because then if it's not a linebacker on Overton Jr., again, depending on the defense, if they're in a nickel set, the nickel's going to be over on the 3 wide receiver side, right? So it's going to be a linebacker on one of those 2, assuming you're going against some form of nickel. So we get some good matchups just by keeping Overton Jr. out there. I mean, maybe you could even do something like this. I don't know. I was trying to do a slot fade, but I can't. I guess Brown is a little too far out. But I think there's a lot of potential with these reload plays to essentially turn your trips into a 5 wide. They see you coming out in trips, but it's actually a 5 wide. I think there's something to that. But elsewhere, even in this formation, there's a lot of good stuff. The Y cross deep flood. I always laugh at this play because it's just Hank. I don't know. That name just always makes me laugh. So some really good plays. You have a quarterback draw. Again, we don't have the fastest quarterback in the world with Virginia Tech, but those QB RPOs are just busted. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and I haven't even mentioned yet, this is the first game we've played after the patch that came out this past Thursday. I'm recording it on Thursday, and I still do think the run game is good, but I don't think it's quite as good as it was. Definitely less noticeable pancakes, But on the flip side, on defense, those Texas stunts, at least for me in this game, didn't seem to do nearly as well at just blowing up the run as they have in the past. So that is, we're monitoring that situation, but definitely less noticeable pancakes in the game, which is good. So hopefully when we're using these tier 3 teams, we're not going to be running into West Virginia and power eye tight all the time. So elsewhere, enough of that. Virginia Tech, you do have some 2 tight end in pistol. Actually a fairly decent amount. We don't really go to too much of the pistol. I try 1 run out of gun bunch just because they have a halfback zone in there, which I know is pretty dang good. So I just gave that a try. But yeah, that is how we are setting up Virginia Tech. That is how we are going to use this offense. Let's just take it to our game. Use your imagination here as Enter Sandman starts to blast Virginia Tech coming out onto the field. I actually had James Franklin there, which that's kind of fun. You never know with the coach if they're in there or not. We're going against Clemson, who's actually the team we have to use next. So this will be both us trying to get a win with Virginia Tech and a bit of a preview for who we got to use next with the Clemson Tigers. Being at home is nice. Lane Stadium, taking on Clemson. He does like to pass a little bit more than run. I don't know how. I was shocked to see Virginia Tech's a tier 1 or tier 2 team, but let's go see what we can do. And of course, we're starting on offense. One thing I need to start doing that I just haven't at all is actually like change our kick returners. I never even think about it for a second. Probably should. Anyway, so Virginia Tech, we are going to be, I think we're going to be trying to run the ball here. I mean, first game after the patch that came out, I'm recording this on Thursday. Gotta test that run game. See if that's still what it was in the past. I do think they should have tuned down pancake blocking. They said they did. We'll see if they actually ended up doing so. He does kind of have the box loaded here a little bit, but you know what? We're here. We're just going to keep it with a run. Okay. Not a bad run for our guy Hawkins here. This is a pretty interesting looking play. I like we've got a lot of little quick throws here. Oh, did we have people open? Can Grunkenmeyer hit this on the run? Oh, we got hit. Oh, we just barely got hit. I mean, it was kind of there. It does look like he was shaded underneath there. It looked like some hard flats, some 5-yard zones, things like that. So we'll see if that's what he's going to keep doing. If he is, we are going to stem up Reynolds here a little bit. If he's not, hopefully we can hit Green underneath. Oh, he goes to man coverage. Can we still get this to Green and get that sideline, brother? It looked like we had a step on him, so that's just kind of where I was thinking. So an early 4th and 2 here. Yeah, let's go for it. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? We're here, we're having fun. See if he's going to stay in that man coverage. If he is, maybe Reynolds, maybe Overton Jr. quick to the flat here too. Maybe Brown deep. We're going to have some options here. Going to have our halfback right in the flat there. Take the nice easy one. Move the sticks. A little dicey, but we'll take it. I wish we had a few more plays out of that formation. I like the looks of that tight, whatever off. Oh, cut it back to the right. But yeah, we only got 6 plays in there, so that's kind of a bummer. So we're going to we'll be clicking around a little bit and seeing what we got. I mean, it does seem like he's been going to some man coverage here. Man coverage recently, so what do we want to do against that? I actually really like the looks of this motion, like reload play, but then you just actually throw your halfback out on a streak. And then just right over the middle, get our guy Reynolds. So it's almost like a little do-it-yourself empty type formation with these reload slot out play, reload dagger out of trips wide slot weak. I like the looks of it there quite a bit. Let's try a little deep flood. If he's still in, he's kind of been mixing up his coverage a little bit between man and zone. Oh, we got RB just absolutely wide open in that flat. Go pick up that first down. Now juke him out, Green, and then hit the... No! Why'd you... Don't block the guy coming right at me, man. Just go... There's one guy coming right at me. That's the guy I need you to go block. Don't be going 4 defenders back and looking for work. We could have been in there with Mr. Green. A nice little juke move. Let's see if we can't run one in here. A little motion outside zone. Try to find some room through this tough Clemson defensive line. We'll take a couple yards on that, so a second and goal. Maybe an RPO. I mean, bunch wide? I don't hate the idea of a bunch wide and just kind of... That Z-shield screen looks interesting. I don't know if it looks very good, but it certainly at least looks interesting. I was trying so hard to dive there. I was trying my best to just Superman dive right over the top. I mean, we could go flood levels and just look for that quick out. I mean, we have the same thing on Y cross, but we also might have X on that. I think let's come out in Y cross and see what the defense is looking like. Maybe we can just throw a quick flat out to the right of our halfback. I mean, it sure looks like we should be able to. He's got the 5 down. I think we're going to have to be looking quick to the halfback here. Quick flats. Those quick flats are so gosh dang good. Can confirm, even after the patch. A little bit of a struggle drive for us there. You know, we had that 4th down, but Virginia Tech gets on the board first. Slot left, so we do know we did pass more than run, which surprise for a team like Clemson. They've got a lot of run plays in there, a lot of quarterback runs. I've already looked at their playbook a little bit and kind of decided how we want to play with Clemson. It's not going to be with this quarterback. We're going to get a little bit more speed in there. They have a ton of options. They have a ton of really, really interesting things. He is going to what? Let's go to 2-5. I've seen Zan Madden, if you guys are familiar with him on Twitch, running quite a bit of this 2-5. And it actually seems really good. So I do want to give it a shot here. Just go with some cover 4. I don't know what we want to do in terms of like with our defensive line, but it looks pretty, it's looked pretty good from what I've seen. I don't think Virginia Tech's particularly the best team to run something like this, but we'll make do. We'll make do best we can. Let's just go back to a little cover 3 cloud. Just got to watch these quick seams, get out there for those flats, try to make a dive tackle, try to hit stick because I can't help myself. They always break it every single time. They break hit sticks. I know that, but I can't. I can't help myself. I wish I could. Doubles, we'll do our cover 6 adjustment here. I know they said in this patch they were adding. Ooh, those were some good blocks. Ooh, those were some good blocks. Good work, number 2. They were adding some like drop coverages for cover 6 and cover 9. I haven't seen those yet. I'm not sure what defensive playbooks they're in, but I like that idea because that's mainly what our macro does for cover 6. It just turns our match off. Yeah, I think anytime he's in these like slot formations, I'm gonna try out some 2-5 with the match. I'm going to try a Texas stun here because it is a wide defensive front, so stunts can do very, very well against it. Like so. He potentially did have that deep guy because we took that other inside quarter, but thankfully our defensive line was able to get in there anyway. Now let's do no match for a little Tampa 2. Still keep that stunt though, because he has been trying to run up the middle, I feel like. He had that one kind of outside run over to the right. I didn't even go for a hit stick there. I just went for a nice conservative wrap-up tackle. Not having it. Yeah, I'm going to be running Clemson quite a bit different than this guy is. I'm going to have Chris Johnson Jr. in there. We're going to have a lot going on. Trust that stunt, get on in there. Went back to the cover 4 match out of this 2-5. That Texas stunt is doing some work on these passes. I like what I'm seeing out of there. We do have a regular like Tampa 2. You have some cover 1. You have cover 2 man, cover 4, cover 6. There might be a little something to this, to that. I did see in our nickel, hopefully I can find it in time now, we do have a cover 9, which we're going to go to here against the trio set. I did forget to put a stunt on, yes. That is nothing new, nothing shocking at all. Just get agged. I mean, good coverage there by our outside corner. He kind of stuck right on that, but just got absolutely dunked on by whoever number 1 is for Clemson. He's staying. Oh, this is a different version of trips. This isn't exactly what where is... I feel like there's somebody missing on that play. Tried to go for that Texas stunt again, but he's just been able to cut him out a little bit. It seems like those Texas stunts, when it comes to running the ball, definitely don't seem to be as good on the defensive side of things. That's a couple times we've done it, and he's just been able to run pretty much right up the middle here anyway. Oh, trip stack. Let's move down here with Mr. White. Ooh, cheeky little screen. Can we go clobber him, White? He can. I mean, that's why I know he held on to that ball. But God, it's just so freaking satisfying to land a clean hit stick every once in a while. Mix in a little Tampa 2 here when he's going to... See, again, that Texas stunt is just getting picked up real easy going up the middle. I don't know. I'm thinking down here we do stay in this. Stay in some 2-5. Let's just try, like, a left Tom 2-man here, maybe. This is something a little bit different. I'm surprised... From what we saw with this guy's stats, I'm very surprised to see how much he's running this ball. I mean, he was, what, 60-something% pass, right? I'm going to keep messing with these Texas stunts, though. When he has passed, it's done fantastic for us. Let's see if he's going to try an outside run over to this side. Good click on, good dive. Not going to take any timeouts just yet. 3rd and 4. Stay in this 2-5. We could go to some man coverage here, too. Like a little cover 2 man, just as a little bit of a throw off. I don't hate that idea. I'm gonna try a little El Paso. A little El Paso stun here. Get up on white in case it is a run. We're gonna have to try to shoot over the middle. Oops, didn't mean to switch. Left the halfback open. Good time to mix in some man. Shaded underneath and inside, right off the hands of the Virginia Tech linebacker. That is kind of the downside of this, though, is it is going to use 3 linebackers. It doesn't actually use your sub linebackers. So that is a bit of a problem. I'm not going to be shading underneath. I'm going to keep a pretty default cover 2 here. And go get them, big boys. Go on and get them, those Virginia Tech big boys. A big drive for Clemson and a huge stop for the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Now, we got a minute and a half. If we can go get anything here before halftime, try to push this to a 2-score lead, we'll be in business. Let's try a zone run out of pistol bunch. We know these were very good. Blocking didn't seem fantastic on that, but that's okay. I mean, we're still not going to be in a huge hurry, though, because we don't want to really screw something up here. Let's go back to our tight Y-off flex, this flood levels. Oh, he's actually taking a timeout. I mean, we're not fully chewing clock here. So, kind of surprised to see that. I would love if we could take a deep shot to Brown with how just conservative the maker be up and then click on and green catch it and get out of bounds. Beautiful. Beautiful playmaker. He is really liking his shaded underneath type looks here. Let's see, how are we going to make him... I want to try this. Oh, of course, I'm not going to remember where it is now. But we had... that reload stuff. I would have liked to try that again, but I can't remember where it's at. Let's send Brown actually on like just a deep post here. Yeah, he's not going to get there in time. Click on again, steer our guy back upfield because that was a little close. Grunkenmeyer almost overloaded that one a little bit, but a nice first down. Virginia Tech got it moving now into Clemson territory. I'm liking the look of those deep shots over on the left here, potentially. We'll just take a quick one to B right over the middle. I was hoping we could get that in before that pressure got in there. But I like the looks of those deep ones. Now, where in the world did those return plays go? Oh, I remembered. That's right. It's out of trips. It's not out of spread. So go out of trips, and that's Brown. Just send him like on a... or Overton, send him on a streak over there. And let's see if he can just win on that. It is man coverage. Ooh, just don't pick it off. It was man coverage, so I was trusting a deep post to hopefully be able to get over there and win, but it most certainly did not. Okay, so now a 3rd and 10. Do we think he's going to stay in man here? We go Reynolds, maybe a Texas route on Overton. A funky little route Reynolds is on, and I kind of like the looks of it. Pass like that, right? That's why we click on. That's exactly why we click on right there. They want me to try this kick from 60. Excuse me, boys. I don't know about that. I do think I'm going to go for it, though. I know this is dumb. I know there's no reason for us to go for it here. We should punt, just kind of pin him deep, especially with how he's been playing offense. Like, that we'd be fine. But I want it. I feel like we can get this. I feel like we can get this. He's in zone again. Gonna have Y. Just be a good ball, Grunkenmeyer. Just be a good ball, brother. Pick up that huge first down. Guy's got no answer for Y Sale right now. Things we love to see. We got to start moving a little bit here, though. Time is starting to be a bit of a factor. 34 seconds. I did burn a timeout there because I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do. Oh, he just shaded inside over there. Or outside over on that side. I mean, his user's not going to keep up with this. No flag? No flag? The guy was bumping us all the way down the field, ref. Help us out a little bit. All right, I'm going to try a little empty. Oh, I called the wrong play. Gosh dang it. Of course I did. Of course I did, because I'm a moron. Who's on Reynolds over here? Ah, the outside corner. Did not expect him to be able to get over there in time. Let's just make a tackle, please. I really thought we had that if we were able to throw that quick. Well, that's on me. If this becomes a game, obviously, my fault, as much as I'd like to blame you guys. I don't know if that's quite fair. Let's just go to kind of just a cover 9 here. I mean, 14 seconds, just going to be going back, watching anything deep developing here. Let that pressure get in there. That Virginia Tech defensive front is doing a really good job, and cover 9's doing an unbelievable job against this trips. Now, we do have 2-3. I don't know, do we want to go, even if we have DB fire, which we do? No. Let's go cover 6. Let's go just a nice basic cover 6. Let's man you up on A. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Then we're just kind of running back deep here. Had him manned up and everything. But that still took enough time that I think we're pretty okay. Unless he can get a lot of yards in like 5 seconds. Which maybe he can. I don't know this man. I don't know what he is capable of. We just need you to get over here just a little bit. I've got to watch. What do I have to watch? Kind of up this right seam. And then just don't let him catch it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thought we had a disaster on our hands there, but we'll take it to half 7-0. He's staying in his 5 wide here. Oh, our defense is kind of jacked up. Not too bad. Actually, that vert hook almost got over there perfectly. Decided to go tried a little send 5 out of DB fire. That vert hook almost recovered perfectly. I guess because I'm in a cover 2 shell or something, it kind of lined up weird. Now we're going back to strong eye twins over. Go with a cover 4 quarters. Make sure we move you out here. And I'll get up here with Mr. White. And go Mr. White. Broke the first tackle, but we got through. We had backup there for a reason. What you can do out of this formation too is if you turn auto flip off, which I kind of I'm going to try it right now. Turn auto flip off. Let's call it flipped cover 6, imagining the trips are going to be over to this side. So now we have a cover 9 out of this formation here too. You just have to get a little cheeky with it, get a little creative with it. And again, shout out to Zan Madden. I like the looks of that quite a bit. He is deciding to go for it. We are going to go to cover 2 man here. Shaded everybody inside. Just all over him. Just all over him. Again, my user was kind of there. Maybe we would have had a knockout. Should have been a user interception. But that shaded underneath, shaded inside man coverage. What a great mix-up here from the Virginia Tech boys. And their peer has conceded the game. The Virginia Tech defense. Goodness gracious, did we like what we saw out of those boys. Now, with being post-patch, I got to say that run game, I still felt pretty good. Definitely not as good as it was before. That Clemson guy tried to run the rock on us quite a bit, but Virginia Tech was having none of it. But the Texas stunts didn't seem to be nearly as good at getting in and blowing up those runs up the middle, though. I know that was part of those patch notes saying it's improved offensive line logic versus those stunts. Maybe that's where it comes in. But I will say I do think I'm a big fan of that 2-5 defense. I liked what we were seeing out of that quite a bit, just the defense as a whole. Outside of getting dunked on once or twice, defense played fantastic, offense did enough, and that is Virginia Tech done and off the board. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys next time for our turn with the Clemson Tigers. Going to be running very, very differently to how our opponent did. We'll see how it goes for us, but I will see you guys then. Until then, take it easy.